Just because you pray and your prayer come true doesn't necessarily mean God had an effect. Sometimes you can pray and things can come true. It has nothing to do with God. It could be of randomness, Because if prayer really worked, every single prayer would be answered, and it's not. So just because someone has a personal experience, I pray, and the daughter was healed, it could either be the daughter was lucky or just randomness. Doesn't necessarily mean God intervened. Probably no matter how strong the prayer was. I mean, say like if it was a really big prayer, But if it was, we're talking, now there's a difference between prayer and miracles. Now if it was something like, all of a sudden the blind was able to see, then you might hold some water. But why would that only happen to somebody and not of everybody else's? Everybody else should be having miracles. You know what I'm saying? So it's more likely miracles or prayers don't exist. It's what happened is either the person was lucky, it's randomness. When say, oh, I can finally learn to walk, it could have been the bones healed. So it could be a lot of things, If you really want proof of God, ask a religious person, what did this God look like? What was it wearing? What did it say? Really ask specifics. They won't give you an answer because it's a personal experience. It's not. In other words, if you really want experience of God, say you want a manifestation. I want a manifestation of God. That's never happened. Never ever happened. And the funny thing is, the Bible says God was created in the man image. But when you read the Bible, it said God is faceless. God is just like a light in terms of what it's describing. In other words, God doesn't look like anything. So how can it be in the image of man if God doesn't even look like anything? Well, the Bible says it's just a light or a spirit. Once again, Bible contradictions. If there is a God of the whole universe, your best way to think would be deism. And there's other areas where either God is the whole universe, God is all part of the universe, there's a God, but created the universe and just doesn't intervene, or, more likely, there is no God or gods. And Christianity, or any of the religions, is pretty sick. You have to force to believe in that God of whatever religion, even if it's so cruel. You have to be forced to believe, so you can spend eternity in heaven, or else you're born in hell. It's pretty sick if you ask me. But to religious people, they think it's normal. In other words, it's greed. They take the greed to go to the special place. So they worded the question like this: would you rather be with your loved ones forever, or be in immediate doom? That's the way they word it. Of course, you want to be with your loved ones, but they're not telling the whole story. You have to believe in the God, which is not a good God. So my answer would be, and a lot of the people, non-believers would be, they would take hell. But we don't believe in heaven and hell. More like it doesn't exist. See, the religion is a trade system. It's a greedy trade system. You have to believe in order to a special place. If you don't believe, you go to hell. Yes, folks, the people who created this evil trade caste system.
Carl Sagan also says that we have a relationship as a cousin to starfish too. So what's your point?
And what's the problem with that? Why do you have such a...
The problem is, why is it